Welcome to another segment of MTI Tech TV. I'm Reese Cox, and today I'd like to talk to you about superchargers. You know, the OEMs have finally figured out that superchargers are an advanced way to get high-performance technology into their street cars. And GM has also climbed on board with the advent of their new ZR1 Corvette. At MTI Racing, what we've done is we've taken this technology and we've applied it to some of our aftermarket programs. At MTI Racing, we're never satisfied just taking parts off of a shelf and bolting them onto a car. We'll start with a concept and then we'll move to design. After it's all designed, then we go into testing, both on the dyno and at the racetrack. MTI Racing's packages are based on Eaton's new TVS series of superchargers. They're the highest efficiency superchargers ever produced. But it doesn't stop there. There's a long list of components that are used to comprise our system. Engine upgrades to increase the flow throughout the engine, a complete different cooling system, a revision to the oiling system, different exhaust, dyno tuning, and finally computer programming that wraps up the whole package and makes it a system that we're proud to sell to our customers. You know, the MTI Racing TVS package was never really designed to be a kit. It's a system of components all designed to work together. You know, the supercharger is nothing more than a big air pump. You pump more air to the engine, you make more horsepower. It's as simple as that. But integral to our system is also the cylinder heads, which is where the air goes next. The cylinder heads are developed on a flow bench using a computer modeling program that helps us to extract the most amount of airflow from the cylinder heads while keeping an eye on low-speed drivability so that you can drive the car every day. Well, what controls the airflow through the cylinder heads is the camshaft. Tons of camshafts were tested in the supercharger package to come up with the combination that extracted the most power while maintaining good drivability. From that system, we move on to cooling and oil. Upgrades to the radiator and revisions to the oiling system so that it flows more oil, less aerated, better lubrication, helps to keep the engine nice and safe while you're making that increased power. From there, it leads on into the exhaust system. The air pump pumps a lot of air into the engine, but without a great exhaust system, you're not going to get that air out. You extract more air, you make more horsepower. All of the components in the TVS system were designed to deliver power with reliability. You don't have reliability, all the power is worthless. But let me tell you, the power that this thing makes is about as much as any normal mortal human being can ever manage on a street-driven vehicle. We've talked about the features that make up the MTI TVS package. Now let's talk about the results. The final report card happens here on the DynoJet chassis dyno. When a Corvette comes from the factory stock in Z06 form, it's 505 horsepower. MTI Racing has packages that take it to 575, 650, 700, and now with the TVS package, 850 plus horsepower. The new TVS package at MTI Racing truly is the evolution of ultimate power. Whoa, look at that, 727 at the rear tires. You can see quick math, that's about 860 horsepower at the flywheel. You know, that's unbelievable. The thing that's incredible about this TVS system, and maybe even more important than that peak horsepower numbers, if you look down here at 3,000 RPM, you'll see it's 608. That translates to over 700 foot-pounds of torque down low. That's where you use it the most on the street. You got to ask yourself, how much time do I really spend at 6,500 RPM? And for 99% of us, it's not very much time. Of course, you know, the high horsepower number is what helps us sell those TVS packages too. Man, that's incredible. So why would you want one of these 850 horsepower fire-breathing monsters that you can drive on the street every day? Well, basically, we're all car guys, and as car guys, we have a common thread. We're all looking for the maximum expression of vehicle performance. one test drive of one of these cars will demonstrate why supercharging is the future. And the future is now at MTI Racing. I'm Reese Cox. Join me next time for another edition of MTI Racing Tech TV.